You know, folks, every day old Black Bart wonders what he's going to talk about and what's new out there in the world, and if one of these days there's nothing I can talk about, but that's ridiculous. There's so much going on. I used to do a couple shows a week, and now I'm doing almost one a day because the whole world's going crazy. This segment is about Blago. I don't even want to try and pronounce his name. This is that guy, the governor of Illinois. Everything's in the papers now that he tried to sell the Senate seat. And I'm saying, so what? That's Illinois. The guy's right. The Senate seat is valuable. And nobody says he couldn't do it, depending on how he set it up. Who gives the most campaign contributions? Who's offer him the most? That's standard practice in Illinois. Everybody's upset about it. He says, I'm not resigning. It's just normal business in Illinois. And that's where our friend Barack Obama comes from. He doesn't want to get caught up in this little game. He's denying he even talked to him or Emanuel. Raul Emanuel even talked to him. But I'll bet you $100, anybody wants to bet old Black Bart, that Obama did let the governor know who he thought would be a good candidate. Of course, the governor's going to say, who's going to do the most for me? This is one of the most powerful positions in the country. This particular position can send a lot of money to Illinois. A lot of bribery there. These guys can make a lot of money being senator from Illinois. This is going to be fun to watch, folks. Real fun to watch. Now, the thing is, that this governor wanted a job for his wife, too, so that they could make extra money. You know, the politicians don't really make a huge amount of money in today's market, particularly with the taxes and all. So he might make $170,000 as governor, and maybe he'll only clear $120,000, and that's not a lot of money. Not for a high-flying politician. So, of course, he wants his wife to get a job. And why shouldn't he? Because that's exactly what Obama did. That's exactly how the politicians in Illinois paid off Barack Obama. Don't forget, dear little sweet Michelle got a $200,000 raise right after Obama was elected to office. Now, I'm not sure if it was elected to the state Senate or whether it was elected to the U.S. Senate. But can anybody out there tell me what Michelle did to deserve a $200,000 raise? The reality is, she didn't do anything. She did nothing. It was a political payoff to Obama. And shortly thereafter, this place where Michelle worked, I think it was a hospital, got a great big earmark from the senator. That's how it works in Illinois, folks. So old Blago was doing exactly what Obama did, was doing exactly what Michelle did. That's the way it is in Illinois. And that's why Obama wants to keep this quiet. He's not involved, you know. He's not involved because he did the same thing. Now he's going to flesh out his cabinet and got the inauguration is only 6 weeks away, and I'm watching all the people that he's nominating for his cabinet, and it seems like a big holdover of the Clinton administration, and and he certainly doesn't want to get involved in any more of this Illinois politics. But that Illinois governor says, I'm not resigning. You're going to have to prove in a court of law that I'm guilty of any crime. And the government might not be able to do that. We'll see what happens there. The only other news today, of course, is the Senate vote on the bailout. The Republicans are saying no. And I agree with them. They shouldn't be a bailout for GM or Chrysler. They should be forced into bankruptcy, voluntary Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so they can abrogate these union contracts. And the one person, or one group, that's really pushing for the bailout is the unions, because they don't want GM and Chrysler to go bankrupt. They would lose all their power and influence, and they would be able to have their contracts abrogated and reduced. So they're pushing for this big bailout because they want GM and Chrysler and Ford to use that money to continue to pay union dues, union wages, and union benefits. 3 months from now, car makers are going to be broke again, coming back, crawling for more. But it's the union, folks, that are refusing to give up any meaningful concessions. And it's the unions that are pushing for this bailout. And I am opposed. They've got to change their work structure in the unions. I mean, in the auto industry. They have to. That's all for today, folks. We're going to keep watching old Blago in Illinois. That's so much fun. This is Old Black Bart's Corner.